What love is not. Welcome to today's video, where we explore the truth about love, and more importantly, what love is not. If you've ever struggled with the difference between love and need, this video is for you. Love is often romanticized as the union of two people who complete each other, but real love is much deeper. Love is not dependency. Here's why. From the time we are born, we rely on others for survival, our parents or caregivers. This kind of dependency is natural in early life, but as we grow, we are meant to develop our own sense of independence. Dependency begins in infancy, where the child relies on caregivers for basic needs and emotional validation. While this is necessary in early stages, adults who struggle with excessive dependency often fail to differentiate love from the need for constant validation. However, not everyone makes this transition smoothly. Some of us carry this need for constant validation into adulthood, confusing needing someone with loving them. When you cling to a partner out of fear of being alone, or when you sacrifice who you are to keep them, that's not love. That's dependency. Healthy individuals have enough of self-worth and can forgive themselves for any imperfections about themselves or mistakes they may make before entering the relationship. They can choose diverse lifestyles, whether in partnership or alone, without feeling a loss of self-worth. Problematic dependency arises when the absence of a partner or a delayed response from them is perceived as catastrophic, indicating an unresolved developmental issue. In relationships based on dependency, one person often takes on a role to keep the relationship afloat, sometimes as the sole emotional supporter, decision maker, caregiver, or sometimes as the one who needs direction, soothing, or care. This leads to an unhealthy power dynamic, where real love can't grow. Emotional dependency often mirrors early childhood stages where others are needed to validate the individual's feelings, decisions, existence, or make them feel safe. Adults with this issue may cling to relationships to fulfill these unmet needs. Those with excessive dependency may sacrifice their sense of self to maintain a relationship, leading to perpetual dependency due to fear, anxiety, or depression in living and accepting as they are. Many relationships operate under this type of covert dependency, where one partner feels they must always play the role of a pleaser, emotional wastebasket, decision maker, or caretaker of the other, often to their own detriment. This can lead to feelings of being trapped in their rigid role and eventual resentment to either or both parties. Attempts to manage dependency by adopting roles such as the emotional container, soother, or strong one can create a power imbalance in relationships, giving these individuals a seeming upper hand in the dynamics. Such arrangements inhibit authentic love, as true partnership requires shared responsibility and mutual care. In these imbalanced dynamics, the dependent partner often places blame on the other for unwanted outcomes, which further disrupts genuine connection. People who lack internal validation often seek external approval from the seemingly more powerful and stable partner to feel safe and worthwhile, which leads to compromised authenticity and increased anxiety in relationships. Dependency can also arise when people who have experienced trauma, especially those who lacked emotional support during or after their experiences, may develop a dependency on their partners who have gone through similar trauma. They rely on each other to validate their feelings of stress, fear, anger, and anxiety, feelings that were not acknowledged or supported by their parents or caregivers while experiencing various traumas in childhood. These partnerships, often rooted in a shared history of childhood trauma, form a bond based on mutual projection and identification. Each partner projects unresolved emotions onto the other, who then responds in ways that align with their partner's unconscious expectations, fulfilling a predetermined emotional script. The partners depend on each other to feel supported, understood, and validated, particularly when it comes to unresolved emotional pain that they were unable to process or express as children. Finally, there's another kind of dependency trap: dependency counterdependency, pull and push. It's when someone pushes away the very person they're trying to hold on to. They resist love to preserve their sense of independence, but end up lonely and unfulfilled. This occurs when individuals engage in a push-pull dynamic, simultaneously desiring closeness and resisting it to preserve autonomy. This constant tension makes genuine connection and loving impossible. So what is love if it's not needed? It's recognizing and appreciating each other as whole individuals. It's mutual respect without any pressures, demands, or emotional burdens, where both people can enjoy each other and voluntarily exchange what they can offer in the relationship. When we let go of the need for validation, manipulation, and control, love becomes something beautiful, something that makes us more of who we are, not less. Remember, love is about giving freely without force, pressure, or expectation, not out of guilt feelings, not to please the partner, or not filling a void. It's about being with someone who values your true self, not the roles you play. That's what real love is. True love comes from recognizing and valuing both the self and the other person as complete, autonomous beings. Moving beyond dependency to mutual respect enhances the capacity for mature love. We can resolve our unresolved dependency issues by working with relationship-oriented mental health professionals, who can help us rebuild our emotional independence, starting from the point where our development was arrested. Thanks for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments.